It's getting harder every day to tell the truth on social media with the big tech companies continuing to censor us. It's also getting harder to crack jokes and even make funny memes. After President Trump retweeted this hilarious meme created by the United Spot depicting Joe Biden playing the infamous NWA song F the Police, then Twitter banned their account. Nope, not allowed to make fun of Joe Biden pandering to Latinos by coming out to the podium and then playing a popular hit Latino song on his phone and pretending to enjoy it. As usual, the liberal media called the video, quote, fake, and before Twitter banned it, they labeled it with their manipulated media warning label. And as you know, the left can't meme, and they can't understand memes. Here are the Young Turks demonstrating that the joke went over their head.
It was edited to make it appear as though Biden played an anti-police song during a recent event in Florida.
They're just pretending that it's real because they know how dumb their followers are, how gullible they are. They'll believe anything they see. And so they want to lie to them.
No. Every Trump supporter on planet Earth got the joke, sir. You see, the meme maker dubbed that particular song over the original as a form of satire because the Democrats don't support the police.
And now, if you criticize that, the right wingers say, oh, you don't understand, it's just a joke. Why are you pretending it's not just a joke?
Yeah, and they will believe it. They will believe it even if they're presented with the actual video. Doesn't matter. They'll still believe that Biden played the anti-police song.
No, Anna, the only people who would believe it are perhaps Young Turks viewers, which is why you're having to fact check a meme. And speaking of memes, not only did Carpe Donktum get banned from Twitter for making them, now he's also getting sued. You may recall that after President Trump retweeted this meme that he made, making fun of CNN, he was completely banned from Twitter. And now the parents of those toddlers, the gay men that adopted those kids, are suing Carpe Donktum and President Trump. I read through this entire lawsuit and it's absolutely ridiculous. And Carpe Donktum's legal team agrees. They issued a statement saying that they intend to countersue the parents for filing a fake copyright takedown, which resulted in the loss of Carpe Donktum's Twitter account. And since he may not have a legal case against Twitter, since big tech can basically do whatever they want to, I wouldn't be surprised if the parents begged Twitter to reinstate his account so that they're not held financially liable for damaging his brand by getting him banned. One of his lawyers is Ron Coleman, who I met last year at the White House Social Media Summit, a lawyer who's also recently won a case at the Supreme Court, who is going to completely embarrass the plaintiffs. And since celebrities know what's best, they're banding together trying to convince Facebook, Instagram, and others to censor more of us. Kim Kardashian and others quit Facebook and Instagram for one day last week in order to try to send them a message. I wish we could have a whole month without celebrities on social media. Maybe their boycott's not such a bad idea after all. They called it the Instagram freeze and said it was a grassroots movement, even though it was organized by celebrities with the help of their PR firms. Selena Gomez is lobbying Mark Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg to censor more people on Facebook as the election approaches. And Twitter recently banned a Chinese virologist who says that the coronavirus was made in a laboratory. Tucker Carlson interviewed her on Fox News and then uploaded the video to the official Tucker Carlson Tonight Facebook page, where it was censored behind a false information stamp. I had no idea that Mark Zuckerberg, like Bill Gates, is an expert in virology. And you're not allowed to question the safety of mail-in ballots, even though a reported 28 million of them went missing over the last 4 elections. And you may recall that YouTube updated their terms of service so that if any election-related information is leaked through WikiLeaks this time around, they're going to be taking those videos down. That is, if the information reflects poorly on Joe Biden. If Trump's taxes get leaked, then that's fair game. Even Fox News is engaging in censorship, as Newt Gingrich found out when he pointed out the obvious and well-documented fact that George Soros has literally funded campaigns for countless district attorneys to get them into positions so that they won't prosecute Democrats.
Look, The number one problem in almost all these cities is George Soros elected left-wing, anti-police, pro-criminal district attorneys who refuse to keep people locked up.
I'm not sure we need to bring George Soros into this.
I was going to say you get the last word, Speaker.
He paid for it. I mean, why can't we discuss the fact that millions of dollars he spent?
I agree with Melissa. George Soros doesn't need to be a part of this conversation.
Okay. So it's verboten.
All right, we're going to. Okay, we're going to move on. A historic day at the White House.
You could see the producers were talking in her ear. No discussions of George Soros allowed. Cut the segments. But leave it to Bill O'Reilly, former Fox News host who's now making YouTube videos in his basement like everybody else, to admit the truth about what happened there.
I'm going to tell you the truth right now, because Speaker Gingrich knows the truth. So George Soros has donated $17 million to county races to get far-left progressives into the district attorney's office. That is a fact. All right, 17 million. Now, these are county races. So that's an enormous amount of money. So Gingrich is absolutely correct. Absolutely right. Now, none of the people on the panel seem to understand what Gingrich is talking about. I think that's a fair assessment. But the rule is, if you invoke the name George Soros, then you're anti-Semitic, because Soros is Jewish. He's a secular Jew. He's not a practicing Jew. Not that it matters. So if you say the name George Soros, you are anti-Semitic. That's what the ladies were responding. Oh, we don't need to mention George Soros. Oh, we don't want to be accused of being anti-Semitic. So why are they buying into that? This is a factual story. George Soros is using his billions of dollars to undermine the justice system in the United States, in my opinion, and in Newt Gingrich's opinion. And we have our stats to back it up. And you can't discuss that? Something really, really wrong going on.
There absolutely is, Bill, and I break it down in my new book, which I hope you'll get when it comes out in the next month and a half. I'd say one of the biggest problems in America these days is fake news being produced by the liberal media industrial complex. And if you want to help expose it and support real news like me, then get yourself my new Defund Fake News shirt. Like all of my designs, it's available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check it out.